Hello, and welcome to Thoughts on the Way Home, where I'll be giving my thoughts on the way home from Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Now, going into it, I knew there was a lot of mixed reviews and reactions to it, but personally, I actually really enjoyed it. I can see where there would be some disappointment in it. Definitely, it's not quite as action-packed as you might expect, especially from the trailers, but overall, I thought it was a really good movie. Definitely, I'd say better than Man of Steel, which I also enjoyed. Also feel like I'm one of the few people who did. So this one obviously stars Ben Affleck as Batman, Henry Cavill as Superman, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, Jeremy Irons as Alfred, Amy Adams as Lois Lane, etc. There's a huge cast in this film. In this one, I would definitely say the Superman cast, I think, did a better job this time around. Amy Adams felt way less damsel in distress constantly, as she did in as I felt she did in Man of Steel. Henry Cavill is definitely displaying the weight that the conflict of the movie is having on Superman's conscience and what his place in the world. Ben Affleck, I felt, was an excellent Batman. Much more violent Batman, though. Definitely, you can tell, similar to Henry Cavill with Superman, the way that the existence of Superman is definitely weighing down on Batman. Jeremy Irons as Alfred was an excellent choice. Gave a very good, kind of sick of it version of Alfred, who's just kind of over Bruce Wayne being Batman. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, I thought, was an interesting take on the character. They attempt to go with the almost pretty much like a millennial version of Lex Luthor. His plan is still kind of convoluted and cartoonishly evil type of a deal. It's Lex Luthor, that's kind of what he originally was the kind of cartoonishly evil supervillain. So that's kind of where they go, but more with a millennial spin on it, / pseudo-intellectual kind of a character. Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Not as much screen time as Batman, Superman, or any of the other newcomers, but definitely I'm excited to see what they do with the Wonder Woman character. She was great in all the scenes she was in. Now, as I said at the top, one thing I can see where people might have some frustration with the film is the fact that it, again, is a little more, it's more of a talking film. It's watches as Batman and Superman try to figure out what's going on. Lex Luthor in the background's basically pulling the strings to get Superman and Batman to fight, mostly to set up the fact that the movie's called Batman v Superman, so at some point they're gonna have to fight. But overall, personally, I really like this one. I saw a lot of, unfortunately, negative feedback to the film and kind of disheartened me a bit going into it, but after watching it, I really enjoyed the direction that they took. There are definitely some weird moments in it. It's nice to see DC embracing the weirdness and the comic bookiness of their characters. I can get where some of the direction wouldn't sit well with people, but I liked it. I thought it was really well done. I liked it more than Man of Steel. So far, I think we're 2 for 2 on the comic book films this year. Definitely, we've got more to come, so we'll have to wait and see what Civil War does and Marvel's take of this basic concept. But overall, I enjoyed it. I think it's worth going at least to see it once. I think definitely being on a big screen would help with some of the effect. And overall, I rather like this one. And those have been my thoughts on the way home from Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice.